Now, as the city of Mangaung stalls on electing a new mayor, workers in the metro have now downed tools. They say they haven't been paid their salaries for March. Today's meeting to elect a mayor to replace Mxolisi Siyonzana has now been postponed. Siyonzana was instructed to resign by the ANC because of poor performance and a lack of service delivery. Now, the DA's Moloko Davies was elected Speaker yesterday of the ANC-controlled council. eNCA reporter Moloko Moloto is tracking these developments, and he joins us now live from Mangaung. Moloko, tell me more about these workers. I mean, I didn't realize that without a mayor, the finance department of the city would not think of paying them for their salaries for March.
Hello, Masego Ratlaga. Well, Mangaung is back under the spotlight for wrong reasons. We know that governance here has collapsed. We also know that their finances are not in good order. This is why the provincial government, a year or 2 years ago, they tried to intervene in terms of legislation or the constitution trying to resolve the issues here. They failed, and as a result, the national government through cabinet intervened. As we speak, this municipality is now under national administration. It hasn't had a mayor for the past 2, if not 3 weeks. This is because Mxolisi Siyonzana was instructed by the ANC to resign following the provincial conference of the ANC that was held earlier this year, and an earlier regional conference of the ANC in Mangaung that was held, I think, sometime in November. And the slate that supported, that Mxolisi Siyonzana supported, lost. And we know the ANC fired both Siyonzana as the executive mayor, but also it fired the speaker, Stephanie Lokman Naidu, as well as the deputy executive mayor. So yesterday, the council set to elect the new council speaker, and surprisingly, the ANC, which has the majority, of course, they are leading through with a majority of 1 seat, meaning some of the ANC councillors then, in defiance, voted for the DA councillor, Moloko Davies, who is now holding the position of speaker. They were supposed to elect the executive mayor today, but that meeting was postponed, as you said. Now, these are the workers. I'm just going to ask my colleague Joe Komani to show you these workers behind me. They are sitting here. They have been loitering here since this morning, doing absolutely nothing. They told me, unfortunately, they don't want to speak on record, but they were telling me earlier that they haven't received their salaries for March, and they are also saying that in the past months they would receive their salaries in 2 batches. The first half in the first 2 weeks, and the other half would be paid during the last 2 weeks of the month. That is surely an indication that things are not going well here. But I want us to speak to their representatives. His name is Godfrey Moleha. Thank you so much for your time, sir. Why, as the general workers, have you haven't been paid for March?
Thank you very much, eNCA. Then now this thing is almost a year since the arrival of this national intervention team, whereby the workers are not being paid overtime, whereby the workers are not being paid even their allowances. So then even it's affecting their salaries, because they've been double taxed. It's affecting them very bad.
So let's clarify this. Did these workers receive their salaries? Is the issue here about bonuses, but the salaries were paid?
No, it's not issue about the bonuses. There's acting allowance and overtime, and there are others, they didn't receive their salaries.
Some of the workers here did not receive their salaries. When you, as the representatives of workers, when you engage with either the senior management or the intervention team, what reasons do they give to you?
Each and every time they are blaming each other. There is no one who wanted to take the responsibility. Because when we are speaking to the city manager, then they refer to NCR, which is to do I don't know is to do what, who's coming in as a NCR by past 2 months. So then there's no body who wanted to take responsibility. We have tried to speak with the acting city manager by Mr. Motashupi. So he have never taken full responsibility because each and every time, so nobody wanted to take responsibility of why workers not been paid their salaries and even their overtimes.
I understand that these workers who are here are general workers. Do you know if the managers, senior managers and councillors, do you know if they have received their salaries for March?
Other people, they have received their salaries. Others, they have never received their salaries because there's this headcount thing that is happening in our municipality. So others, they didn't receive their salaries at all.
So did councillors receive theirs though?
Councillors, they received their salaries. Only the ordinary workers are the ones that are affected by this.
If these are general workers, maybe tell us about the type of work that they do and the fact that they are now sitting here, they've done tools. What is the impact on service delivery?
It's hamper service delivery so badly. Hence now we're still having a problem with the service delivery in Mangaung because of the tools of trade. Sometimes the fleet that is maybe shorting in terms of rendering service delivery. So now, as the situation the way it is hampering service delivery so bad.
Yesterday you elected, or the councillors here elected the new speaker. Today they were supposed to elect the new executive mayor. It's not going to happen. Do you have any kind of hope that perhaps things will ever improve for the better for you as the workers? Should there be a new mayor here?
We were hoping today maybe the acting CM and a mayor will be elected. So now only to find out when they arrive here that the Council of State has been cancelled.
What do you know about the type of work that the National Intervention Team is doing here? Do you get a sense that things are improving overall or things are really going south?
The issue for the purpose of the National Intervention Team to come, it was for financial recovery. It was also for the issue of trying to make a stability within the administration of the council. So since the arrival, nothing positive they have ever made it or any progress ever made since they have arrived. It's almost a period of 1.5 years now.
Let's conclude. What's the way forward?
Now the way forward, they have said they will pay the workers tomorrow, the latest. Others they will be paid next week, Tuesday or Wednesday. So the general workers tomorrow they will get paid. So we are hoping for that. Maybe the commitment that they've made, they will abide with that commitment. But through all whatever that is happening in Mangaung, the political instability is affecting the workers badly in this.
Godfrey Malahe, he is a representative of the workers here, that he says others received their salaries, others did not. Masero, of course, we still want to speak to the newly elected council speaker to understand on what the way forward is regarding the election of the new executive mayor, because as the council speaker, she doesn't have executive authority. A lot of things cannot happen if the executive mayor is not in office.
All right. Moloko Moloto, live for us there in Mangaung in Bloemfontein. Thank you. Let's leave it there for now.